Hi, I'm Ellen Munchauer, reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News, csbsju's weekly news show, filling you in with what's going on around campus. We are hearing news from our reporter, Sarah, at the Clemens Library. Let's head straight there to see what it's all about.
Thanks, Ellen. This is Sarah Paddock reporting from outside Clemens Library with important news. Not only can you check out magazines and books, but you can now check out board games. All you need is your student ID to check them out for 2 days. The board games range from traditional games like Clue and Jenga to more modern ones like headbands. So if you and your friends are looking for something fun to do, make sure to check out Clemens Library for some fun games. If you have any questions regarding the selection or rental process, make sure to check with the circulation desk. This is Sarah Paddock reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen.
Thanks, Sarah, for filling us in. I'll have to head over there soon and rent a game before they are all gone. And now, we bring you our reoccurring segment, 5 Things. 1. On Wednesday, October 19th at 7:30, the Wind Ensemble and the Symphonic Band concert will be taking place in the Escher Auditorium. This is a great opportunity to watch your fellow classmates debut their musical talents as well as add to your FAE collection. 2. Alpha Kappa Sigma will be holding a discussion on Thursday, October 20th from 5 to 6 p.m. called What the Heck is Healthy? In Upper Gretzky. Our CSB dietitian Ann Pavel and psychologist Alicia Reef will be discussing healthy and disordered eating. All students are welcome to come and encouraged to have questions for the speakers. 3. On Thursday, October 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., you have the opportunity to give a helping hand to work in the Habitat for Humanity Restore. The bus is provided to pick up from Sexton at 10:15 a.m. or from Gretzky at 10:30 a.m. Space is limited, so hurry and register online at csbsju.edu under SJU Campus Ministry. 4. Escher Auditorium at CSB has the privilege to host Complexions Contemporary Ballet on Saturday, October 22nd at 7:30 p.m. Their style is a combination of ballet and contemporary dance, known for their choreography that delights audiences while keeping them on their toes. You won't want to miss the chance to see these dancers, who have performed on stages around the world, including on the hit TV show So You Think You Can Dance. Tickets are available for purchase on the CSB SJU webpage under the Fine Arts Programming. Finally, 5. After collaboration between CAB, CSB Athletics, Campus Recreation, PRISM, the IWL, and BSA, Nevin Kappel, a diversity consultant and LGBTQ sports advocate, is coming to campus on Tuesday, October 25th. Kappel will be discussing diversity and inclusion in relation to sports next week at 7:30 in Gretzky 204. Now let's head over to Maddy Morris with politics.
Thank you, Ellen. My name is Maddy Morris, and welcome back to the Election Breakdown, brought to you by the Eugene J. McCarthy Center for Public Policy and Civic Engagement. Let's jump right in. Last Sunday, the second presidential debate was held in St. Louis, Missouri, where Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton responded to audience questions and prompts from the moderators. Both candidates answered questions on Islamophobia, the Affordable Care Act, taxes, Hillary's emails, the Supreme Court, and much more. Following the leaking of a decade-old audio tape in which Donald Trump talks about kissing married women and touching them without consent, many top Republican leaders, such as former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, Utah Senator Mike Lee, and Illinois Senator Mark Kirk, are calling for Trump to leave the race and for his running mate, Mike Pence, to take his place. In political science, we call this an October surprise, when a news event is deliberately timed to influence the outcome of an election. This was seen in 2012, when in October, a video of presidential candidate Mitt Romney surfaced, in which he stated that 47% of the U.S. population is made up of people who do not pay income tax and are dependent on the government. So what will the ramifications of this leaked audio be for Trump's presidential campaign? Only time will tell. The third and final presidential debate is scheduled to air on Wednesday, October 19th at 8 p.m. Central Time. Students can stream the debate on almost all major news networks. In local news, last Monday, the McCarthy Center and the League of Women Voters hosted a forum for the local candidates running for office in Minnesota's 13th District. Running for Senate in District 13 are incumbent Senator Michelle Fischbach and DFL candidate Michael Williamson. Running for House District 13A are incumbent Representative Jeff Howe and DFL candidate Annie Buckfold. Lastly, running for House District 13B are incumbent Tim O'Driscoll and DFL candidate Matthew Krause. All of these candidates will represent you, Bennies and Johnnies, in the Minnesota State Legislature. So be sure to get out and vote on November 8th for not only the president, but for local and state representatives that make decisions with us specifically in mind. Last, but certainly not least, all students are invited to attend the 10th Annual Eugene J. McCarthy Lecture tomorrow, featuring Dr. Beverly Daniel Tatum, interviewed by CSB President herself, Mary Hinton. Dr. Tatum is a clinical psychologist and best-selling author of Why Are All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria and Other Conversations About Race. Dr. Beverly Daniel Tatum is one of the nation's leading experts on the psychological effects of racial identity development. This lecture will take place in the Stephen B. Humphrey Auditorium at St. John's. The event is free and no tickets are required. Doors open at 7:30 p.m. and the program starts at 8. Once again, my name is Maddy Morris. Make sure to check back next week for the election breakdown with Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen.
Thanks, Maddy. Now before we sign off, let's head to Juan Vasquez as he recaps the Reflection Action Dialogue.
Thanks, Ellen. This is Juan Vasquez reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Students who studied abroad in Guatemala brought back with them a powerful message and shared it with campus last week in Brother Willie's Pub. Reflection Action Dialogue, also known as RAD, presented a scene displaying exclusionism and bullying based on diversity, pointing out that we have this problem at csbsju. The event encouraged audience members to join the action, acting out ways to help those being oppressed. It gave the opportunity to our csbsju community to reflect on what was actually happening regarding inclusivity and diversity on campus, and have a chance to feel it. In the end, audience members wrote down suggestions of ways to make csbsju a more inclusive community. These suggestions narrowed down to 6 proposals combined from both nights and will be presented to the institutions and senates of csbsju in hopes of making a positive change. This is Juan Vasquez for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Back to you, Ellen.
Thanks, Juan. That wraps up this week's episode. I'm Ellen Munschauer reporting for Johnnie Bennie Campus News. Enjoy the rest of your week and make sure you tune in next time.